couple things I want to do today is I want to go back and review some of the stuff that we've talked about with email. All right, so you should see Jim right now, Jim the dog. Okay, so again, I just want to remind you that I'm using Gmail. So if you have Yahoo or Hotmail or NetZero or any of those other email providers, your method for doing this is going to be a little bit different. Get Gmail here. So this icon here down under Jim's mouth. And you'll see that we have even more wonderful email in our inbox. So we're going to be using some of that. Okay. So I want to go back to just really serious basics. So let's talk about how to respond to an email. Okay, just to respond with words. So we're going to use this second email down that says, hi, Tech Talk. I love all the information you give each Monday. We looked at this one earlier. So we have a chain going with them. I said, thank you for all the great work. They said, thank you for all the great work. And then I said, thank you for your interest. Okay, so we're going to go down here and we're going to reply again. So there's two buttons you can hit to reply. All right, there's two different ones, and you can just choose one or the other. This one right here, you can reply. So sorry, it's that little arrow right next to where it says Smart University. So it's the arrow that's like pointing to Smart University. That'll reply, okay? But then the other thing you can do is at the bottom, you actually see one that says reply. Okay, so either one of those, either this one right here, this one right up next to Smart University, or the one at the bottom that says reply. The one that says reply all here, if you have more than one person on an email and you want to reply to everyone, that's what you're going to hit is reply all. This one is only to one other person. So all I need to do is hit reply. Even if I hit reply all, it's just going to respond to the one person. So, okay, so I'm going to hit reply and I'm going to say, hi. I hope you are doing well. This morning. Best, Francis. Okay, so that's my email, little short and sweet email. So once I've done that, I'm going to hit the send button. And remember, the send button is actually highlight blue right now. It's that little airplane looking arrow thing. You can look at it one way and it sort of looks like an airplane. So we're going to hit that. And look, it'll say at the bottom, sent. And I have a second to undo it if I realize that I didn't want to send it, but just a couple seconds there. But I did want to send it, so I'm not going to undo it. All right, so that's just practicing doing the regular sending, okay? So now I want to review sending a picture again, because I think it's easier to see some of this stuff in just like in person as opposed to having it written out as instructions. Okay, so actually we're going to use that same email thread. All right. And again, I'm going to reply just like if I was doing just like a text reply. I'm going to say, okay, so this is where, before we write anything, I want to just go ahead and add the picture. So again, remember there's this paper clip up on the top. All right, we're going to hit that paper clip. And if you're in another email server, it might be something up at the top that says like attach file. It might say attachment, something like that. But on Google, I mean on Gmail, it's this paper clip. So I'm going to say attach file. All right. And this is going to go to my gallery, but I want a specific, I want this folder on here that says for tech. Okay, so you see I have some pictures in there. I'm gonna put a picture of my cat on here. This is Bunny Boy. All right, gonna say here is, so what I did there is I just went to my gallery, I found the picture I wanted to attach and I just clicked on it. So actually, let me do that one more time. So I'm going to go to attach file. All right. And then I'm going to go to images. Okay. Here's images. And then I'm in the folder that says for tech. And I clicked on this picture. Okay. I'm going to go back. So here is, so once you've done that, you can go ahead and just type above, like where you would type a message in anyway. And you see, this is like sort of a cut off version of the picture. They're getting the whole picture. This is just sort of like a version of it that you can see at the bottom. So they'll see the whole picture. So I'm saying here is a photo of our cat, Bunny Boy. Oh, see, look, you have to double check that your autocorrect works. Bunny Boy. I'm going to go ahead and send that. So you send it just like you would otherwise. You go ahead and hit that the arrow that looks like a paper airplane too. So there you go, and it's sent. You see at the bottom it says sent, and then it gives us again the option to undo. But we don't want to do that because we did mean to send it. So I want to show you one more thing that I think we might have talked about really briefly, but just to show you, especially around the holidays, if you're trying to send something to multiple people. So maybe like you take a picture of something that you want, you know, your friend, like a friend and your sister and your cousin to see. All right, so you want to send it to all of them. You don't have to do those in separate emails, especially if you just want to send like a picture and say, you know, this is the picture you wanted to see. So let me show you how to send to multiple people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new email this time. So I'm going to go down here to this pencil that says compose. Okay. So I'm going to hit compose. And let's say, who do I want to send this to? I'm going to send it to my email addresses. But just pretend I'm sending it to like a whole bunch of friends. So that's you see that just came up on its own. That's because it's in my contacts. So that's my smart email. And I'm going to send it to my other email. Okay, so let's pretend I'm sending this to a bunch of people. But look, you do it just like you would to send to one person. You just keep adding names to it. So I'm going to send one to info@Smart University too. So look, so I have 3 people on there. You can keep going. I honestly don't know what the limit is, but you can put a lot of people on an email if you're trying to send something to a whole bunch of people at once. So I'm going to say, here's another cat picture. Everybody loves a cat picture. And I'm going to say, I hope you all like this photo. So you see this time I put the message in before I attach the picture. You can do that too. It doesn't matter which order you do it in. Okay, so let's remember, go up here to the paperclip. If you're in another email server, it might say attachment, it might say attach up there, okay? But it's always gonna be, or it should always be up here in the top part of your email, probably close to where you hit send, because attaching is something that people do all the time. It's one of those sort of convenient buttons they want you to have because you're gonna use it a lot. I mean, you can use it a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna hit that paperclip. I'm gonna say attach file. And look, I've got another Bunny Boy picture. This is Bunny Boy playing with the supplies for the art project. Okay, so once I've got that, it's just like anything else. Remember, I've got these different addresses on here. So I've got these 3 addresses. When I hit send, it's gonna go to all 3 of them at once. And actually, I wanna put myself on here too. I'm gonna put the Tech Talk email on here too, so I'll get a copy of it back as well. So now we got 4 people on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and send it. So look, that just went to all 4 people at once. So when you do that, you wanna make sure that the message you're sending is the same message you want all 4 people to see. So if you are sending something and you're saying something to one person on it, but you don't want another person to see it, don't send it to all the same people at the same time if you have a different message for different people. But if it's something like that where you just want to share something with a bunch of people at once, that's a great way to do it. Or if you're just sending a message to a bunch of people at once. So you can just do that and write, hi, I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. And then send it to, your brother, your cousin, your next door neighbor all at once. So that's a good thing to do so you don't have to send individual emails all the time. And I'm going to show you one more thing about responding to group emails like that. So I'm going to click on this because see, I had it sent to me. So, oh, look, I see this on here. So I have 2 choices here because this is an email that went to a bunch of people. I can either hit reply down here, or I can hit reply all. And reply all here will mean that if I say something in response to this under reply all, it'll go to everybody on that list. If I say reply, it'll just go to the sender, okay? So if I wanted to say reply, and I wanted to say, what time is the tech talk? That might be a message that's just for the tech talk email. So I'm specifically saying that to one person. Okay, so I'm saying that to the person who responded. Okay, but let's go back. And if I say, let's see, if I say reply all to this, let me go ahead and delete this draft. Okay, if I say reply all to this, it's going to send it to everybody. So if I wanted to say a message to everybody, I could say, I think Bunny Boy is so cute. And I want everybody to hear that, not just the sender. Is so cute. And when I hit send, that's going to reply all. That'll reply to everybody. So if you want to have like a thread with multiple people, that's like one way to do it. So if you want to keep responding to people and have everyone see your responses, you can keep doing reply all. Show you some sort of ways to make sure that you're looking at safe internet sites. So I feel like the site that we always end up on when we're talking about internet shopping is Macy's. So first of all, just to find Macy's online. So if you're doing internet shopping, go ahead and go to your browser, whatever it is. You'll see I'm using Google Chrome. And the best way to do it is just search for whatever store it is you're looking for. Okay. So I'm going to go to Macy's. I scroll down there. I could actually click on that one at the top. It was just an ad. And one thing I want to point out to you is that everywhere that you potentially are going to enter credit card information or any sort of personal information like that. And again, when you're online shopping, you will need to enter your credit card information. That's how you pay. So it's not like anybody's trying to get your information, but just to make sure that that information is completely secure and safe, you want to make sure that you always, always, always are only entering that sort of information on one of these websites that has the lock next to it. You see that right next to where it says Macy's, there's a little thing that looks like a padlock. And what that's telling you is that this website is secure for you to enter your payment information or any other, like your address or anything like that. It's got security features on it that means that it's much less easy for anybody to get that information. And especially with big retailers like Macy's or Target or anything that's sort of like a big name place like that, they have a lot of safety measures in place to make sure that nobody's getting your information. Okay, but you always want to look for that, and you never ever want to save that information onto a public computer. If it's your phone or something, be cautious with that as well. You should have some way of locking your phone as well if you have credit card information saved in there. But just no matter what, real basic, just make sure that this lock is here. You don't want to ever put in any sort of personal or identifying information in a place that doesn't have that lock. Everybody stay safe. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.